Hello and welcome to an Awaken and Free yoga class. Today we're just going to move through a flow that continues to build on itself as we weave a message of consistency into our practice. And so find a space in your home or outside, wherever you're practicing. And if there's any props you like to work with, you feel free to grab them. You don't need any in particular, but yeah, and then if you'd like to add music to your practice, feel free to just make your home space, your home yoga, fill it with things that you enjoy. You can always pause this, flow more if you want more time, but yeah, as always, that I like to encourage my students is that I am only offering suggestions to you. If anything does not work for your body today, please listen to that. You are the expert on your body, so don't try to force and push where your body is actually needing you to back off. There's that balance of knowing when to press forward, when to challenge ourselves, and when to listen and hear that our body's actually saying that is not working today. So you might feel different today than yesterday or last week. So just honor your body, honor what it's saying, and we'll jump in together. So you can find yourself lying down on your back. Maybe you are legs out long, butterfly, or knees kissing, feet as wide as your mat. Just taking a moment to enjoy the quiet. Funny how I say that and then a dog barks. And that's life, right? There's just always little interruptions. But just starting to deepen your breath to create that sense of quiet and peace within. That we can't control what's going on around us externally, but we can focus inward and choose to create peace and quiet and rest right in the center of everything else. So start to move from the belly, engaging that full, deep breath. Just feel as you inhale and it rises up, it just empowers and creates this lift. As you exhale, there is just this sense of ease. Just melting in, flowing with that steady inhale and exhale out. As we just think about this word consistency, it's one that has just the last week or two really been echoing within me. And I'll share a little bit throughout the class, but I just want us to think about this word. Consistent being unswerving, steady, being true to who we are in all situations. And I just want you to think about the things that have been put on your heart, the things that you feel make you come alive and you feel made to do, to offer, to bring into this world. Do you know what that is? If you do, have you stepped into it in any way? If you have, what does that look like for you when you put it out there? How does that feel? There's something about this word consistent when it comes to showing up in this world as who we are and bringing what we're meant to bring. And it's a word that's not very glamorous. Just this idea of being steady and unswerving doesn't maybe feel exciting, but there's something really nurturing and comforting and powerful in that. idea of showing up in consistency. Thinking of the consistent love of God, that it is reliable, that we can trust it, that we know that it's always there. Something to be counted on. And so maybe in the next few moments of quiet, you just ask God to show you, is there an area of life that God would want to speak consistency over? Invite an invitation for you to show up consistently. Just see if anything comes to the surface. You can hug the knees into your chest as you take quiet for another few breaths. Maybe you're rocking side to side. Maybe you press into happy baby, where you reach the ankles, stack over the knees, you reach the hands to the inner sole of your foot. Feel the tailbone root down, feel the length of your spine grounded. As you breathe a few deep breaths into your happy baby. So God, just speak to us about this word consistency. Show us the value in it. Show us the importance of it. Remind us of the consistency of your character in our life. May that be the model that we can use to show up with consistency in our life. From here, you can just draw the knees back into your chest. Maybe just take a full body stretch. Let your arms reach up overhead, legs go out long. Maybe point flex the feet. And then just rock and roll forward and back a few times until you get to table. Maybe just swaying it out a few breaths. I know my neck just feels tight, so just maybe you want to drop the neck. You can move cat-cow or just wag your tail. It's kind of just freestyle move right here in a way that your body just says, this feels good right now, do that. And then bringing the hands a few inches over the shoulders. Curl the toes, we'll press into a down dog. I know this is my first down dog of the day, so I am feeling it. So feel free not to just press into your deepest down dog, but maybe finding that bend in the knees. Just another 2 breaths. Remembering that the whole practice of yoga is about linking the breath to the movement, that we're not holding our breath and trying to do things on our own, but we depend and we rely on the breath to take us to new places, to bring comfort in the discomfort of postures. Walk yourself back to the top of your mat. We'll just forward fold. Just easing into it. Maybe even just thinking about the word consistency and how when you show up to a yoga practice in consistency, how you see the growth, how you see yourself strengthening and building flexibility when we keep showing up in a consistent rhythm to it. And that's what I want to just focus on today. power that comes from consistency. As you're ready, halfway lift, come with a flat back, fingertips to the ground or to your shins. Shoulders draw back. Exhale, fold it out. Inhale, sweep high. Come all the way up to stand. Hands come to your heart. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, fold forward. We'll just flow a few times in this half sun salutation. Inhale, halfway lift. Not rushing your breath, but moving at your pace. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it out. One more round. Inhale, reach high. Just easing in, waking up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Reach high, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. This time as we come into halfway lift, we'll step back with the left foot. Drop the left knee down and curl the toes. Bringing that right knee in line with the ankle, 90-degree angle. Just hands interlace over the knee. Breathing in here if you need a little pillow or padding under that back knee. Free to pause and grab what you need. So we'll move through our first round just holding a few breaths, then we'll go back around, breath per movement, one breath per movement. Hands come down, curl the back toes under, lift the knee. We'll step that right leg up, three-legged down dog. I guess we're not stepping it up, but we're pressing back, down dog, three-legged. You can bend that right knee, open the hip, maybe roll the ankle. If that's too much, just keep that right leg straight, hips squared. And then again, this time we're gonna step the right foot towards the right pinky, coming into a lizard, both hands to the inside edge of the foot. Drop the knee down. You can press into the back, the top of the left foot to lift the knee a little bit so you're not putting direct pressure. Then find yourself here, hug that right knee in towards the right shoulder. Maybe a breath with the gaze up. Then you can drop the chin to the chest or drop to your forearms. We're only here a few more breaths. Curl the back toes under, lift the knee. Just kind of step yourself up awkwardly if you need. It might feel a little funky being in a wider stance, and fold it out. Halfway lift, inhale. Switch sides, step back with the right knee. With the right foot, drop the right knee, uncurl. Hands come to the knee. Few full breaths, breathing wherever you feel the tightness. Send the breath there to open up. Go deeper when it feels a little more uncomfortable with your breath. Body has a lot to say. There's a lot of space that just gets all cramped up, and that's in a way the body's speaking. So we want to keep giving it voice. Hands come down, curl the back toes under. Lift the knee, we're going to step into that three-legged down dog. Left leg lifts this time. Bend the knee, open the hip. Working to keep shoulders squared towards the mat, just moving the hip open. And then straighten the leg, square the hips. We're going to step this left foot to lizard, to the pinky edge of the left foot, or the left hand. Both hands to the inside edge. If you have to step up and then move yourself a little, just find your way. Taking whatever expression you had on your last side, chin to your chest. 2 cycles of breath here. Just thinking and reflecting on places in your life where you have been consistent, and what did that show you and teach you? Curl the back toes under, stepping up, forward fold. We'll flow that one more time, moving one breath per movement, but rise up all the way, inhale. We'll dive right back in, exhale, fold it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back with the left foot, drop the knee, one breath in, reach up. Exhale, hands down, three-legged down dog, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hips. Square the hip, straighten the legs, step forward, lizard. You can keep the back knee lifted this time as we're just here, breath. As you're ready to exhale, step up, fold it out. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back with your right foot. Drop the right knee down, uncurl the toes. One breath, inhale to rise. Exhale, hands come down, curl the toes, step up, three-legged down dog, left leg lifts. Come back in, left foot to the left hand, keeping the right knee lifted, just drop the hips down, look up, step back up, fold it out, few breaths. So we'll build another little mini flow and then we'll combine, and we'll just do little rounds of mini flows and then combine it all in the end. So next breath, inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Inhale, sink back, chair pose. As you exhale, lift the toes high, sweep the arms back. Lift the heels high. Inhale, chair. Exhale, lift the heels, hover the belly over the thigh. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back with the left foot. This time keep the left knee lifted. Reach the arms back. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Activate the fingertips, thumbs point down, pinkies up. Then just shift the arms forward, thumbs up, pinkies down. Hover the belly. Reach up. Maybe a little bend in that back knee, neutralize your pelvis. Just get yourself grounded here. Take the hands to the heart, exhale, full breath in. So you exhale, take that left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Twisted crescent. Start to peel the belly off the thigh. Spiral that right lung back, left lung to center. Then look down. We're gonna get the weight in that right leg. We're gonna come up into twisted chair. It's okay if you didn't feel graceful, if you needed to come out of it and then come into twisted chair. Just hold 2 more breaths. Fold it out. I picked a nice hot time of the day to, I'm feeling it, I'm breaking my sweat pretty fast. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back with the right leg. Keep the knee lifted, belly off the thigh, arms reach back. Crown of the head reaching forward. Arms start to come forward, belly still hovers, not dumping. And then rise up, crescent lunge. Just find your crescent. We want the pelvis to be neutral here. We don't want to be tipping back, forward or back. So maybe there's a bend in this knee. Feel as though it's a bowl and it's just steady here. It's just stable there, and then maybe straighten the leg from there. Hands come to heart, twist it out, exhale, right elbow to left knee. Feel free to make this your own if you want to open your wings or bind. But start to peel the left lung back, right lung center. Look down, step into that twisted chair. Looking at your knees, they should be neutral. That right knee wants to creep ahead of the left. Draw the right hip back. Exhale, fold it out. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Hands to heart. We'll flow again. This time, 1 breath per movement. Inhale, sink back, chair pose. Exhale, hover, lift the heels. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hover, lift the heels. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, hover, chair, fold it out. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back with the left foot. Hands hover back. Reach forward. Rise up. Full breath in. Hands coming through, twisted crescent. Look down on your exhale, step up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step back with the right foot. Reach the arms back. Forward. Rise up. Full breath in. Hands to heart. Twist. Full breath in. Look down. Exhale. Step forward. Twisted chair. Exhale. Fold it out. A few extra breaths here. Now we'll move through that, building on what we had at the beginning. Rise all the way up to stand. Hands to heart. Reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step back with the left foot. Drop the left knee down, uncurl the toes, reach high. Exhale, come in, 3-legged down dog, right leg lifts, bend the knee. Stepping up, lizard. Keeping that left knee lifted, reach, lift the gaze. Step up, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold it out. Halfway lift. Step back again with the left foot. Reach the arms back. Forward. Rise up. Hands to heart, exhale, twist. Ride a full inhale. Step forward, exhale, twisted chair. Exhale, fold it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back with the right foot, drop the right knee down. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands come down. Curl the back toes. Fly into that 3-legged down dog. Left leg comes to the outside edge of the left side. Lizard. Lift the gaze, drop the hips. Step up. Fold it out. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step back with the right foot. Arms sweep back. Forward. Rise up. Full inhale. Twist it out. On your exhale, step forward, twisted chair. Exhale, fold. Take a breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back. With the left toes, we'll windmill up to warrior 2. So blade the back pinky edge with the back of the mat. Heel to arch alignment. Sweep up. Just holding a few breaths. Finding this softening in the shoulders, but a strengthening in the legs. And then reverse, straighten and reverse. Warrior two. A little flow. Reverse back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. This time, warrior two. Reach the arm forward. Extended side angle, fingertips to the inside edge or on your thigh. Maybe bicep over the ear or a half bind. Maybe a full bind. Just gonna stay here. It's hard to teach and talk, you know? When I'm live, I like to just walk around and talk and let you all do the work, but when I'm teaching on a video, it's a different game. Can you spiral the chest a little more open, draw the skull back? From here, we're gonna come back up, warrior two, straighten the right leg, pivot the toes, coming in flying monkey. Fingertips can be down for stabilization, or you can work that balance, that right heel roots down, toes point up. You can work a bind, or you can just stay. From here, you can bring the hands down and guide yourself back up. Warrior two, windmill down, step up, forward fold. Come up, inhale, halfway lift. This time, step back with the right foot coming into warrior two on the opposite side. I'm gonna just turn on my mat so I'm not giving you a butt shot. So left foot, warrior two, open up. See if you can lift the left toes up and find the four corners of that left foot to feel a deeper rooted sense. That we're not pressing into the toes and gripping, but we're really finding the foundation of our foot to root into. Full breath in. Exhale, straighten and reverse back. Warrior two. Straighten, reverse back. Warrior two. Straighten, reverse. Warrior two. Left fingertips reach forward. Extended side angle. Take your own variation. Whatever you want to work today. Keep tucking that left cheek under. Spiraling that right hip up. Right shoulder stacks over left. Maybe there's just like a little drawing back, a baby heart opener. Coming back up, warrior two, straighten the left leg. Coming in, flying monkey. This time left heel roots. Just be in the sensations, breathe into them. Then coming back, bending into that left knee. Coming up, warrior two, windmill the hands, step to forward fold. We'll combine all of that now. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back with the left foot, drop the knee. Inhale to rise, one breath up. Exhale, hands come down. Curl the back toes, three-legged down dog. Step up, right foot to the outside edge of the mat. Lizard, drop the hips, lift the gaze. Step back up, fold it out. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Again, step back with the left foot. Keep the hips lifted. Arms sweep back. Forward. Rise up. Exhale, twist. Look down, step up, twisted chair, full breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back with the left foot, warrior two. Straighten and reverse, exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten and reverse. Warrior two. Straighten and reverse. Warrior two, reach the right fingertips, extended side angle. Inhale, back up, warrior two. Flying monkey. Bending into the left knee, right heel roots, and then bending back up center. Frame the front foot, step it up, fold it out. Just take 3 breaths in between sides. It's okay if you just feel a little bit off and you're trying to remember the postures. Maybe you go through it a few times. Maybe this becomes a consistent practice for the next week or two to work it out. To begin to move in the flow without having to think, but just be in your body. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back with the right foot, drop the knee. Reach high. Exhale, hands come down. Curl the toes, 3-legged down dog, left leg lifts. Straighten the legs, square it off, left foot to the outside edge of the mat. Drop the hips, lift the gaze, lizard. Step it forward, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink back, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back with the right foot. Reach the arms back. Forward. Reach high, inhale. Exhale, twist. Looking down, step up, twisted chair. Fold it out. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back with the right foot. Warrior two. I'm flipping my side. Reach back, exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Reach it back. One more, warrior two. Reverse. Warrior two, hold. Reach forward, extended side angle. Ride your full inhale. Exhale it out. Reaching up, flying monkey. Bending into the right knee. Come back into the left knee. Square yourself off towards the front of your mat. Step it up. Fold it out. If you want to pause and do that whole cycle again, feel free to add a little bit more repetition so that maybe it just becomes that moving meditation where you're not in your head having to think about what comes next, but you're just flowing. Coming up, halfway lift. This time, step back, down dog, and just make your way into child's pose, just catching your breath. Slowing everything down. So yeah, I think the reason this word consistency came up for me is because anytime my friend said it, like, you just sent another baby out into the world, like I've been really enjoying creating these ebook resources for people to use on their own time, in their own way, and just the creative process of it is so fun for me. But whenever I launch one out into the world, something that just is such a part of me, it's very much like who I am and what I care about, and when you bring it out and expose it, it feels so vulnerable. And there's definitely the beauty of the process and how that in itself is just worth it, even if not a single person purchased it or whatever, but there's still that feeling of, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just exposed myself. And it always just stirs up deeper things within me. And I think sometimes there's, if I'm like truly honest and transparent, like there are times I just feel like I want it to just exceed and just have all these followers and get all these connections to it and all these people that want it, and I care about it so much that I want it to be in the hands of everyone. And when it's not this explosive launch like that, it can feel discouraging, even though I know that's not realistic. It happens for some, but it's actually not as much the norm. The slow build is more the norm. And yeah, there was just this sense of, in the vulnerability, a little defeat and discouragement. Even though, like I said, creating it was such a beautiful thing, and I would do it even if it was for no one else, because now there are these things that I have that I'll be able to look back on, and they're like these creative journals in a way. And so it's easy to feel like I want to throw it all aside. It didn't do as amazing as I would hope, or like I said, it wasn't explosive in its launch, and does anyone care? Does it even matter? All those questions come up, you know? Does any of this even matter? And that's where I just kept hearing the whisper, Allison, show up in consistency. Just keep doing the work. Keep doing what I've put in your heart to do. Because it matters, because I gave you this to do. And it's less about numbers and dollar values. The invitation is, Allison, will you consistently show up? And let it be its slow build and growth. Just like I was saying in the yoga practice, when we show up to any kind of movement, running, yoga, CrossFit, whatever the thing might be that you're into, when we show up with consistency, we start to see a change, and we start to see something happening in our body. And it was just this idea of, what if I just keep showing up instead of throwing this to the wall and then trying this and jumping, just keep showing up consistently. And I don't know, maybe this is just a message for myself. I hope that those of you listening and practicing along with me are in some way finding your own thread in here too. That in some way this is resonating. Of what is it that you have? What's within you that's being invited to bring it forth, without it being about the following, the popularity, and the big increase in numbers? And what if you just consistently brought with that all that's within you to offer out, little by little, just faithfully, diligently, without the need for attention around it. As you're ready, you can ease your way into a down dog. Just letting these words sit with you, and just allow Spirit to speak whatever it might stir up for you. And let's lift our right leg up. We're going to come into lying pigeon, so bring that right knee to the right thumb. And we'll just be here, reaching that left leg out behind you. The closer the heel is in towards the groin, it's a less intense stretch. If you feel a little more open, you can move that right shin towards parallel. We'll just take a breath or two lifted, draw the shoulders down and back. And then folding it out. Again, God, just speak to us this message of consistency you have for this brother or sister of mine listening, practicing along. What is it within this theme that you want to speak to them. We can so easily get caught up in our world today of social media and likes and followers and building an influence and all the things that really, if that is where we're fixing our goal and our attention, then it will always disappoint. So regardless of your quote level of influence, where are you being called to consistently, faithfully bring forth your unique self? For your last few breaths here, where in your body can you let go? Where can you relax into this posture a little deeper? And then slowly start to wake yourself up here. And we'll just bring that left leg forward. I'm going to just pivot. Let the right leg go out long, keeping the left knee up. Take the right hand to the left ankle. And the back of the right arm will come into the inner thigh. Reach the left arm up and over. Maybe you can reach for the toes and spiral, but if you're here and just trying and struggling to get that left shoulder up, then just hold it here. It's not about touching the foot. Maybe you let the left foot flex and the knee open as the left fingertips reach towards the right. Keep spiraling the left shoulder back. Even if the gaze goes down because it's a lot on your neck, just keep working the shoulder open. Keep breathing space between each rib on the left side. And come back up. Bring the left sole of your foot into the inner thigh. Square yourself over that right leg and just fold over it. Yourself back up. This time we'll just bring the right foot in and we'll just twist to the opposite side, finding your pigeon. Left legs forward, right legs back. Again, taking that breath or two once you feel squared off, just in a lifted pigeon. With the collarbones spreading wide, inner shoulder draws back to the outer shoulder. And then fold into it. We're holding this posture, but we're staying in the deep breath, consistently breathing. Welcoming in the slow pace of things, a steady build. Embracing in this quiet, in this just simplicity of really doing nothing but just being and breathing here. Reminding ourselves that our culture is just so fast-paced. And it almost gives us the illusion that things should come fast and quick and rapidly build, and if you're not moving at that pace, then you've failed already and you might as well just give up. And in reality, that is not the case. That does not allow depth to grow, roots to form. But the trustworthy things often come from just the steady, consistent showing up and being who we are at all times. That starts to draw attention, that people start to notice that. That builds trust, and that builds safety. And that draws people in. For your last few breaths here, find again that surrender. Just notice where in your body you're still holding on tight. Can you relax? 3 more breaths. Coming back up. This time shifting your weight onto that left hip, swinging the right leg forward. I'm just gonna twist. So, oops, we keep the right knee up this time. Send the left leg out long. You can take the left hand to the right ankle. Brace that back of the left arm into the left thigh. Reach the right arm up and over. Again, just wherever you find yourself, we're working that right shoulder back. Experience the sensations in your body and use your breath to be here. Reach the right arm back up, slowly come up. So the right foot into the inner thigh of the left side. Square yourself over your left leg. Fold it out. So where have your thoughts been in this practice? What keeps coming up for you? There are things to pay attention to be curious about, to peel back. Say, what's behind this? Why do I keep thinking about this thing, this person? Just being in the silence and seeing what Spirit wants to speak. And then coming back up, let's come onto our backs, drawing the knees into our chest. Drop the knees, scoot the hips to the left, drop the knees to the right. Just twist it out. What's the small step? Just putting yourself out there into this world, the things that matter. What's the small step you can take, that you can consistently take to bring that forth into your world? Come back up, switching sides, scoot your hips to the right, drop the knees to the left. Back center. Just take the next few moments to move in any way you need before we take our final rest posture. Maybe it's a shoulder stand or plow, happy baby, your knees to the chest. And then as you're ready, let the legs go out long. Arms at your sides, palms face up. You can lift the heart, just tuck the shoulder blades together behind you and then lower down. Just being in silence. Knowing that we do all that work and all that movement and we sweat it out and we flow because of this. We've made room within our body to declutter, to release. We've made room in our mind to sit at the feet of Jesus and just listen. To move your fingers and your toes. Maybe drawing your knees back into your chest and welcoming in a bigger breath again. You can roll on your side in a fetal position. Just taking in the effects of the practice. Where you were when you first got on your mat to this moment now. Just receiving the benefits. And coming up to seated when you're ready. Eyes closed, your gaze soft. Good. yourself sitting tall, crown of your head reaching up, shoulders down and back. So God, continue to speak to us about this message of consistency. Maybe how and where and to whom it looks different for each person practicing, but may you lead us forward with this trust in a steady, consistent showing up. Knowing that you are working in the slow build. That you are growing deeper roots in those places when we just, day by day, keep walking out what you have put within us. May you speak to our discouragements. Bring us back to truth and to hope. Find a full breath in. Gentle sigh out. Blinking your eyes open. Thanks so much for practicing with me. See you next time.